Hello Scorpio, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your Timeless Love reading. Hopefully there's something in the messages here that you'll be able to relate to. So I wanted to start off with a couple of my decks, the Harsh Truth Oracle, and then we'll clarify everything with my Yummy Tarot. And I wanted to first take a look at what could be challenging you in a particular situation that pops up, you know, facing the truth of a situation. So let's go ahead and see what that might be. All right, Scorpio, so here we go. General reading as always. So what's the harsh truth? Let's see. All right, here we go. You could lose out on finding that high vibration kind of love if you're looking in all the low places. So take that if it makes sense for you. All right, so let's grab some tarot and see what else we can find out about that for Scorpio. So maybe at this point in time, or this could be something that you've experienced in the past, where you were dealing with people who were more so tapped into that low vibrational type vibe, and maybe they just weren't good for you, and because of that, you were missing out on the right person, perhaps. All right, look at this. So we're starting off with the Empress representing the Divine Feminine. So this might be something that you can relate to, Divine Feminine. Possibly missing out on a good type of love because you were interacting or involved with somebody that just was not the right person for you. We do have the Ten of Cups, so this is what you're looking for. The type of love that can be this type of joy and contentment that's brought into your life, you know? So we have the Judgment card right next to it. If there's someone from your past, perhaps, that might resurface, that wants to communicate during this time apart, they might have finally woken up to the possibilities of what this relationship could have been or what it represented or what it can represent at this point. So I feel this is someone who wants to return, who wants to communicate with you, but they can't be coming from this type of low vibe energy. Otherwise, you're being directed to walk away from that type of person. Look at this. So we've got the energy of the moon. Some of you could have dealt with a Pisces, perhaps. So somebody who could have been deceptive towards you, Divine Feminine, who hid things from you, who was perhaps lying to you, keeping secrets. They could have been sneaking around. There could have been an affair here. That's a low vibrational type situation for sure. Let's see what else. So look at this. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, someone who's greedy, as we can see right there. And if they're greedy of their time, of their energy, or even the love that they were or should have given to you, part of that type of behavior could have been that they were spending time with someone else and maybe lying about it, being deceptive towards you. But maybe you were blind to it or you didn't see it. Look at that. We've got the Six of Swords. It's time to move on from this. It's time to move forward if you haven't already. We do have the Tower. So it doesn't have a strong enough foundation to withstand the test of time, basically. If it hasn't already fallen apart, that's the direction it's heading towards. I feel, however, for some of you it already has, because there's someone here from your past who wants to be able to communicate, possibly apologize for their actions, and they want to return. They want to be a part of your life again. You got to just be mindful, especially my feminines, if they're still coming from a low vibrational place, you know, rather than a high vibrational mentality or energy, then you would be best off not even allowing this person to return. Okay? Look at that. We've got the Three of Swords. This could have been a third-party situation for some of you. Okay, that won't apply to everybody, but it is how it's presenting itself here. Three of Swords can sometimes represent a love triangle, and right next to that Moon's energy, they were not being forthcoming. They were basically lying and being deceptive towards you, which is why it ended up falling apart with this Tower right here. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone from your past reaches out wanting to apologize for their actions. So Divine Feminine, I feel especially you need to be mindful of who you allow back into your life. Okay, so just something to keep in mind at the time that you're listening to this. Maybe that's a situation that you are going through or have experienced, and you don't want to be able to have a repeat of that type of experience, okay? All right, so hopefully somebody resonates with that storyline. So let's go ahead and grab some additional messages for you, Scorpio. So I'll be pulling from my Silhouettes deck here. This is currently out of print. It's not available in my deck shop because I'm revising it. But as soon as it's completed, I'll certainly let you guys know. All right, so Scorpio, what else do we need to know here? Look at this, sight. Sometimes we don't see what we need to see until after it's gone. That could have been a lesson that you were meant to learn. You know, going back to this, you could lose out on finding that high vibration kind of love if you're looking in all the low places. Something about both of these cards going together. You know, if you don't see a favorable situation because you're focusing elsewhere, you're going to lose out. But it could also be now that the tables have turned, that this person didn't see value in you because they were coming from a low vibrational place. Wow. Look at this. We've got rejection. That door is closed forever. The opportunity to fix it has been dismissed when the one you want no longer wants you, knowing the love story has reached the end. So this is clarifying here, Scorpio, that you probably are at a place in your life where you're not interested, okay? You are or would reject this person if they were to return. Let's grab some verbiage from the Love Journey deck. This is by Bridget of Divine Essentials. And then we'll clarify with some tarot here. Yeah, the door is closed. It's gone. Wow. That's crazy. It is, but not really, you know? If it's your story, you'll know. You're the light in my life, infinite, okay? This person could love you forever, but at the end of the day, you know, I feel they disappointed you, they hurt you, and you're just looking ahead because you deserve better, okay? You've got your eye on a different type of outcome for yourself, and that's a good thing, I feel, Scorpio. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot. So it's not going to be everyone's story, but I feel some of you could certainly relate to this. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Scorpio. What else do we need to know? What else? Yes, I really love this for you. Okay, the Magician. You could also be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo. You're really wanting to manifest something better, something different, okay? Three of Wands, expansion, looking ahead. You're not so much tapped into the past anymore. You want to see what's ahead of you, and that's a good thing. Yep, you've got the Fool, okay? You could also connect with an Aquarian here. So you want to just start fresh. You want to be able to not even focus on what you've experienced in the past. And by moving forward, this is where you're headed, towards a beautiful love connection, whether it's a twin flame, a soulmate, however way you see that. Some of you guys might have already gotten married at this point. This, of course, could represent a very celebratory type event. It could be a marriage. It's a beautiful energy. It could be that you are able to attract a very happy life, a very happy home life, a happy relationship. All of it looks good. So that looks great. So you really are done as far as reconnecting with someone else from your past. You're done with that. And it's clarified by the Ace of Swords, because this right here, it's clarity. You see things very clearly now, and maybe you were clouded in your judgment before, you know? You reject that, or I feel at this point you would reject this person if they were to come back. It clearly indicates that the door is closed and you've cut this person out. You're no longer interested. So that's a very good energy coming forward for Scorpios, because you're not really wanting to revisit where you've been. It really was too much of a burden for you to carry it, and you've decided to finally lay it down. You're cutting it out of your life. You're not interested. So that makes sense for me. I really like how that came through for Scorpios. All right, guys, so let's see what else we can find out for you. All right. I want to go ahead and grab some cards from the Relationship Design cards by Sister Moon Tarot for Scorpio. Let's see what else. For Scorpio, we have positive change, mindset, possibility, hope. Okay, so I really do feel that you've moved on, you know, really wanting to manifest from this place of hope, to know that you deserve better. Okay, taking a look at the new possibilities ahead of you. If you haven't already moved on to a new relationship or another relationship at this point, you have a very positive mindset at this place in your life, I feel. This makes sense as well. Guarded, defensive. You've got your walls up when it comes to someone from your past. You could be protecting your space, protecting a new relationship at this point, protecting your heart. Okay, so let's see what else. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot. And for those that don't know, this one, as well as the Valentine Connection Oracle, they are on sale until the day after Valentine's Day. I'll link everything down below, of course. They're normally $55 and up, but for this particular sale, it's available for $40 each. All right, guys? So grab it while you can at that discounted rate if you're interested. All right, so Scorpio, let's see what else we can find out. We do have the Knight of Wands, and sometimes this is somebody who could certainly be very passionate, you know, adventurous, as we can see right there. But sometimes the Knight of Wands has a bad reputation as far as not being able to commit, or not interested in committing in a relationship. And that could have been the issue as well with this person from your past. That could also be why you're guarded and why you've built up your walls, because you don't want to get hurt. Look at that, Six of Swords, moving forward. It's a transition. You're leaving this person behind and you're moving on. Too many conflicts, too much drama. Makes sense. Clarifying as well that we're at a stalemate situation, and you know, it's not moving right now, but it certainly has the capability for you to not even have to revisit this, because the way I'm seeing it for Scorpios, you guys are just in a different place in your life. Okay, we do have the Two of Wands, where you want to be able to plan a very different outcome, a different future, a much better future for yourself. We do have the Lovers card here, so it really does come down to making very different choices for yourself, different decisions that will elevate you rather than, you know, just being stuck in a situation that's not moving, you know. So you're meant to connect with somebody where there's chemistry, where there's attraction, where there's love, all of those things, and you can find it if you haven't already. So I really love how that's presenting itself for my Scorpios who have the capability to move on. You deserve the world, and this person could not bring it to you. Look at that. It makes sense for me. 5 of Cups. They hurt you. They disappointed you. This person just could not deliver, you know, and so now they're feeling that sense of loss that maybe at one point in time you felt. So it's truly their loss at this point, because at this place in your life, I really do feel you are focusing more so on being able to be high vibrational, going back to the very beginning of your reading. Now check this out. We've got the Death card right here. And what's so crucial about this, Scorpio, is that the Death card represents Scorpio. Okay, so you really are going through this transition. You're not meant to be stuck in the past. You're meant to move on. Something ended for a reason. And this makes way for you to create the necessary changes in your life to move on, to find better, to do better, to live your ideal life. I love it. Makes sense for me. Yeah, no wonder you've got your guard up. This person really hurt you. You know, again, more than likely a third-party situation, and you deserve better. Plain and simple, you deserve better. Look at this. You've got the Chariot. So you're meant to be able to overcome the challenges of your life. This right here represents movement away from a very challenging relationship, perhaps, that's at a stalemate. It's stuck, but you don't have to be stuck. This is you moving on, you moving forward and finding happiness for yourself. We've got a very romantic love connection representing itself here. Divine Feminine, this is coming in for you if it hasn't already presented itself in your life. So I really like it. It looks amazing. Okay, so that's what's coming through there. So now I really wanted to give you guys the opportunity to ask your own questions. So we're going to go ahead and grab some yes/no responses. I'll be pulling from my yes/no oracle deck, and I'll pull 3 cards from here. It's up to you how you are able to, you know, utilize the cards and the answers. If it's just not the response that you're hoping for, Scorpio, either it's the right or the wrong time. Maybe, you know, timing could be off, or it's just not the right situation for you. All right, so you can either say your question out loud or meditate on it, focus on it, whatever that might be. And let's grab an answer. Okay, so your question has to be able to be answered in a yes/no format. All right, so Scorpio, here we go. Question number 1, and just a reminder, it does not have to be about love. It could be about anything. Okay, question number 1. Angels and spirit guides, what is the answer? We have a yes. Okay, so hopefully that's a good answer and what it is that you're hoping for. All right, so if you have a second question, now is the time to formulate it. Meditate on it, say it out loud, whatever it is. Question number 2, angels and spirit guides for Scorpio, what is that answer? We have yes. Okay, so hopefully, again, those are positive responses. All right, so one more question, guys, for the collective, for Scorpio, about anything and everything. All right, so say it out loud, meditate on it, focus on it. All right, so for the last question, we do have a no response. All right, so take that how it makes sense for you personally, but that is what's presenting itself here at this point in time. All right, guys? So I'll leave that there. Hopefully there's something in the messages that presented itself here for this particular timeless reading that resonates for you specifically. And if it didn't, no big deal. Hopefully I'll be able to tap into your situation next time. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box, or feel free to tune in for any of our upcoming live streams. We do announce them in the community tab here on YouTube, as well as on Instagram if you follow me there. And if you don't, I'd love it if you do. And I will leave that right here. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you're well, and see you in the next one. Take care.